Hello everyone and welcome to Net Crypto, where you get important information and news about all coins and tokens of interest. And today we're taking a look at the scam Playdoge, right? We know that this one is a scam. I did highlight this one is a scam more than 2 months ago, right? So it's never a wise idea to buy into any pre-sale, right? Because the scam is in the pre-sale, but after the pre-sale, right, it's open season. At least you're buying your token. So launch in less than 24 hours. So what are we to expect, right? So this video is just there to prepare you for what you can expect to happen, right? So let's just go through our scam flow and see exactly what we can expect. So obviously we've gone through the first 4 stages of the scam. The first one is of course the launch of the pre-sale, the marketing, the multiple YouTubers who've been promoting this thing, right? So as soon as they launch, all those YouTubers are going to disappear, right? And then we've got the buy and stake, right? This is, I did multiple videos about this. This is where now they encourage you to stake your tokens, right? So hopefully for those who did listen, you didn't stake your tokens, right? Because if you didn't stake your tokens, at least you have a very good chance to be able to claim your tokens, because now we are in stage 5 of the scam, right? We're in stage 5 of the scam. This is the launch, which will be happening in a couple of hours, right? So what they normally do with the multiple other scams that we've covered in the past, right? They allow X number of investors to be able to claim, but some investors can't claim, irregardless of whether you've staked or not. Of course, if you've staked, you only be able to claim after 7 days. That's normally how it works, unless they've changed their scam rules, right? So after the launch occurs in a couple of hours, if you have staked, unfortunately you have to wait for 7 days. And during those 7 days, that's where stage 6 happens, the artificial price pump. So if not a lot of people have staked, right, there's not going to be any artificial price pump. They're just going to dump the token immediately, right? But if a lot of people have staked, obviously if you're staked, you can't sell. So then they are able to artificially pump up the price to encourage you to add more money, right? And then of course, as soon as those 7 days are done, between 7 and 14 days, that's when uh, investors start to now claim and withdraw their tokens and sell them. That's when you see the drastic price drop happening. We've seen this again and again and again in the last couple of years, right? We've been checking this for more than a year now, right? These multiple scams all the way since BTC 20. We've been tracking these scammers. They've been jumping from one pre-sale to the other, to the other, to the other. They are even trying to shut down the channel, but we are never going to stop, right, to do what we do. So of course, if you haven't already, grab yourself a copy of the Big Brain Crypto Ego Logbook, right? This will allow you, right, to wise up against the scammers. Affiliate link is in the description, right? And it's got about 70, you can track about 70 pre-sales. That's how you wise up against scammers. That's how you distinguish yourself and put yourself in the 1%. You study each and every pre-sale like a detective, right? There are 2 pages to do that, right? The first page is pertinent information about the pre-sale. There's a scam or legit evaluation where you go, you check is there a docs team around this pre-sale. If there is the LinkedIn verified, a place to jot down some notes that you find interesting. Launch price tracking, very important. Within less than 24 hours, it's going to launch. You need to jot down the date. You need to track the launch price. Once you've done this for 15 to 20 pre-sales, right, even 5 pre-sales, you are going to gain so many insights that people who are not actually keeping a log are not going to, right? And on the second page, this is where you got your ego notes. These are notes of things that you find interesting, unique to you, and also adoption tracking, very important. Because just because it's a pre-sale, it doesn't mean it's not going to explode and it's going to become the next Pepe. But there is one Pepe in a million. How are you going to be able to distinguish which one? In the early stages, well, it's through adoption tracking, right? How many people are following the token on X? For example, you can see for this one, about 10,000 are following this one on X. How many on Telegram? You go and check those numbers, right? And you see, are they growing exponentially? If they are, that could be a good indication that this one might actually be gaining some traction, and it might actually explode and be listed on major exchanges, right? Whether or not it's a scam, it doesn't matter, because once it's on the market, it's on the market. But during the pre-sale, you might just be blocked from claiming your tokens, especially if you invest the largest amounts. That's one thing that we have seen again and again and again. Don't do that, right? And then, of course, like we said, now we are on stage 5, which is the launch. They launch on Ethereum. Why Ethereum? Because of the gas fees. The gas fees acts as a deterrent for investors to sell their tokens. They don't want anyone to sell their tokens, right? Because when no one sells, no one realizes that they've been scammed, right? They've already taken the money out. We've already seen it happening to Winner AI, their latest scam, right? And the last price of the pre-sale was around 308, 307, around there, and now we are already on 302. We are well on the way of adding a zero into this one, right? So the same thing can happen again with Playdoge. Currently we are sitting at 2053, right? So we are going to be following this one all the way to the end, the good, the bad, the ugly, as we normally do, right? As we have been doing over the years. That's what we are going to be doing for this one, right? So be extremely careful out there when it comes to this one. Of course, we did warn over 2 months ago about Playdoge, and I am kind of like, I got the vibes of another scheme they did long time ago called Pomerdoge, right? Because the story of the whole play to end game, everything is almost identical. It's just that they're here, they've got like some retro kind of game and all that, right? And the whole featured in all this stuff is all the same, right? Here they just got this whole game thing. And by the way, never be caught up with these sort of like games and so on. Of course, this is crypto. It's the wild, wild west of finance. You can have a token like this and then it just explodes. But with people who are going out there, starting out a pre-sale, marketing it heavily, and we do know that the same people who market this pre-sale have also marketed tons of other pre-sale where investors have lost 80 and 90% of their money. It's a scam. It's a scam, right? You might get some pre-sale that is going to explode, but like I said, there is one paper in a million. There's one Shiba Inu in a million, right? But yet every day pre-sales are being hashed out of the egg. Like these pre-sale scams are being hashed out. So wise up against them, right? Grab yourself a copy of the Big Brain Crypto Ego Logbook. Distinguish yourself, be in the 1%, right? And see things that other people will not even see, right? Into these things. So of course, we're going to be waiting to see exactly what happens. We're going to be following it all the way to the end as we normally do, right? So as soon as it launches, we're going to have DEX tools. We can start tracking. We can start actually tracking the wells, right? So the well movements. It will be very important to also track wallet movements, right? Especially like if you go on DEX tools and you go to whales, right? You'll be able to see the big money moves. Normally after it launches, you're going to be seeing some big money moves, and you can check those wallets, right from the beginning, and then later on you can come and check those wallets, see what they are doing, and see what the scam robots are doing, right? We do know this scam robot right here, right, that is going to be making some moves as well. So we are going to be checking all of those things so that we can wise up against the scammer. So this is just an update, right? Let me know, are you able to claim your tokens, right? Have you tried everything, clearing your cookies, disconnecting your wallet, clear cookies, reconnect, try web browser? If you try that, and are you able to claim your tokens, right? And if you're not able to claim your tokens, how much did you invest, right? We need to normalize talking about these things, right? There is no embarrassment whatsoever, right, with being scammed, right, by people like this. That's one way we wise up, to just say our story, what is happening out there. I can pick up that story if you comment in the comment section, and I can do a video, right? Share your wallet address, right? If you invested into this, you're not able to claim, and you invested one of the largest amounts, I would definitely do a video for that, right? So this is my update for this one. Let me know what you think. If you want to support the channel, you can drop a super thanks. So thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.